Hi everybody. I hope everybody's keeping well, keeping safe, and looking after themselves. I'm just going to do a fairly short video on how I how I keep myself sober from alcohol addiction. There is one particular thing that I will mention shortly that always sticks in my mind from when I was in alcohol services. I'll just give you a little bit of background. I've been in alcohol recovery now. Well, I'm into my 11th year, so I've been sober over 10 years now. I went into Detox back in 2007, November 2007. I stayed in Detox for a month, and then I did, then I did a further 12 months of aftercare in my local services. I did get assessed to go to a residential rehab, and was accepted. However, I opted to do the the local alcohol and drug team, their services. I opted to do like the daycare services for the simple reason is I'd already done without my children for a month, and I couldn't cope with another month without seeing my children, as the residential rehab suggested I wasn't able to have contact for the first month. So that wasn't, it was my children have been quite a factor in how I stay sober. They're all adults now, but they was younger when I stopped drinking. There is something else I will mention shortly I took from a relapse prevention group that I will share, which helps keep me sober. So yeah, I went to Detox for a month. I then did a year in the daycare in my local alcohol services, and then I did a further year as peer support. So I went back in and facilitated men's groups and things like that, and the mixed support group, and did open door and served coffees, this, that, and the other. So I did that, so a year aftercare, then a year peer support. Why I drank daily for 25 years. I was a functioning drinker, alcoholic. I was addicted to alcohol from the age of 17. Started drinking much younger than that on weekends. More than likely due to childhood traumas, some quite severe trauma which I won't go into. I don't see the point really. But like I say, I was addicted to alcohol by 17. Sorry, and I gave up at 39. I'd had previous attempts at giving up, but didn't work. I was probably doing it for other people. This time I decided to do this for myself. I had lost everything apart from my children. That's the one thing I have not really messed up too much. That I've not lost and never ever lost contact with that. Like I say, I was a functioning drunk. I was a functioning alcoholic. I worked all the time. I saw my children. I maintained contact, and I've done ever since. So like I said, I lost a house. I lost a lot of money, jobs, marriage, everything. So basically, like I said, I did stop on other occasions, influenced by other people, but this time I'd landed on my arse. I was practically going to get evicted from a flat I had to rent, because like I say, I did own a house but lost that, and I realised that I was ill. My eyes were going yellow. I was vomiting blood. Like I say, I was not paying bills. I wasn't functioning at all, really. Barely. So I decided what the one thing that's been a big part of my life, and maybe the reason I'm in this place now, this dark place, is the alcohol. So I thought to myself, give it a go yourself. Go yourself to the GP, get referred to alcohol services, and do it yourself. Go on your own accord. And I thought to myself, I just said to myself, right, I've got two choices. I can either give it my best shot, or at the end of the day, I can drink again. It's up to me. So it went from there. I'd ended up on my arse. I was at rock bottom, basically, for me. But however, I did get to detox, and like I say, I've remained sober ever since. Now, I don't use AA. That's just my reasons. I don't go. I've nothing against it. I would never discourage anybody from going to AA. It keeps people sober. I just chose not to go. I decided to. I joined a gym. I did voluntary work, working with homeless and substance misusers, autism, learning, all got work experience basically, and decided to educate myself again. That was the goal I set in detox, and this is one of the things that helps me stay sober. Is I always try to have goals, achievable goals. I decided in detox I was going to educate myself again because I left going out, and now I've just done 2 years at university studying counselling and psychotherapy, a BA honours. I'm having a gap year this year because I did have a relapse with my mental health, not alcohol, just because I have mental health issues, but that's another video, and I have spoke about antidepressants and stuff on some previous videos. So yeah, one of my goals was to educate myself, and I've got as far as obtaining a foundation degree now, so I had to start from the beginning, get English and Maths, level 1, 2s, do some level 3 courses, did a level 4 course on health and social care, and hence I was admitted to university. And having a goal is really important, I think, for maintaining sobriety. I think if you've got something to aim at, I think it's really important. Besides, obviously, your health to think about, and I often think about my children also. I lost parents when I was very young, both of them, and I thought to myself, I can't do that to my own. So that was another factor in giving this up, giving alcohol up. Having a goal, like I say, has been, I think, really useful in helping me stay sober. However, I did say at the beginning of the video, there is something that I took from a relapse prevention group over 10 years ago. And the alcohol worker said, no matter how shit you might be feeling, and how drink cravings have has a knack. If the shit hits the fan for whatever reason, or things aren't going well, and it still happens to me now, automatically you get drink cravings. However, I remember this alcohol worker saying, no matter how crap life can be, if you turn to drink again, it will get worse. And I'm sure it will. I personally hang on to that because no matter what, life throws us ups and downs. Life's never too straightforward. So a key factor in maintaining sobriety, you need to is overcoming difficult situations, and you can do when you stay sober. And the thing I've always think about is what my alcohol worker said to me. I won't mention names. was the fact that she said, no matter how shit you might be feeling, whatever's going wrong, you will feel 10 times worse. And I keep thinking to myself, when I have a low period, when things don't go right, when things go wrong, when there's stresses, besides thinking, it's about my kids and, drinking and harming myself, and it wouldn't be fair on my kids and my health, obviously my health. The one thing that sticks in my mind is the fact that you will feel 10 times worse if you drink. And I think to myself, even though I could be feeling crap, I don't want to feel any worse, 10 times worse. And I always hang on to that, and it seems to work for me. That's why I wanted to share it, because you never know if that might work for, it might work for somebody else. So, any addiction, whether it be alcohol, is difficult. It really is. The other thing I would say is, when life throws shit at you, when you're sober, when you get cravings, whatever, it's remaining sober helps you overcome those difficulties without a doubt. It is difficult. It's maybe the natural thing to do. It was for me in the past, is go, bollocks to this, I'm having a drink, to block it out. We just wake up with it. The thing I have found through sobriety is, when difficult moments occur, yes, I think about what I was told, I'll feel 10 times worse, but you are actually able to deal with difficult circumstances. You have a clear head. You can do something about it, and that feels really good when you can deal with problems. So I thought I'd share this. It's just really that I wanted to mainly share was the fact, I just think what this alcohol worker said to me once, if I was to drink again, for whatever reason, especially if it was something going wrong and you'd had enough, I will feel 10 times worse. And I just think to myself, well, it might be shit at the moment if there's something wrong, but I don't want to feel even worse, so I don't drink. Now, I've shared it for the simple reason is it might help somebody else. So I hope this fairly brief videos, I could talk about my alcoholism I haven't enough memory on my phone. I'm using a phone at the minute. I'm going to get some better equipment to make better videos and better lighting, so bear with me for now, but I hope this helps. I hope anybody finds it useful. They may do, they may not. Feel free to comment, ask any questions, I will get back to you. I respect all opinions, positive, negative, neutral. And yeah, hit the like button, and subscribe. I will do more videos on all sorts of things in the near future. Anyway, thanks for listening to me waffle. I hope it's been useful, and I hope everybody's okay. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.